Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Well, hello and welcome to Jan's Views Wellness Wednesday. It's going to be a really chilled chat tonight because I'm tired, quite simply. So I thought I was thinking about things we could chat about. And then I thought, well, do we need to structure a Wellness Wednesday? And I don't think we do. I think we can just chill, we can chew the fat and just relax for a bit. It's all a bit hectic in the sort of girl world and other areas of YouTube, and not for me, especially not on Wellness Wednesday. Hello, Moosey, how are you? Yeah, where is everybody? It's just us tonight, girlie. Do you know what? It suits me fine. I'm I'm tired actually. Not for any reason other than the weather's been quite sort of muggy over here. We've had blue skies for like maybe an hour or so, and then it just gets really, really muggy, not very pleasant at all. So so I feel as if my energy levels are very low. So I thought, I know people like Wellness Wednesdays. So I thought, well, I'll come along, and if anyone wants to chat, then they're welcome to. Hi, Bridge. You're about to walk your dog to the vet. Oh, right. I hope it's all right, is he or she? I hope you've not got a poorly dog. Yeah, we all have days like that. I know, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with it. I've been out in the front garden today, just tidying things up a bit. Um, yeah, I think I need to get some more slate. I like putting slate outside and then I put like plant pots on top of it as well. Um, so I've been doing that and just generally tidying up a bit. Had my Wednesday meal with my boy. He was a bit grumpy today, but hey, I think it's that kind of weather. I think everyone's like, ugh, can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with this. Um, it's nice now. The temperature's nice now. I'm sat here with my patio doors open and it's lovely. And it's 10:30 p.m. And yeah, it's nice now. We've got a slight breeze, the temperature's dropped, and I can breathe again. I mean, I must say, when there's no breeze at all, it's just kind of stifling, isn't it? So, how have you all been? I hope you've all had a good week. I haven't done anything in particular. I've been sort of padding around and going here and going there. Nothing of any note. Um, yeah, it's funny you should say that, Moosey. It's the same with me. Uh, my favourite time of day is in between midnight and about 3 o'clock in the morning, because the world is very quiet, and I can, you know, if I'm in a creative mood, I'm more creative after sort of, 11 o'clock at night. That's just the way I roll, guys. Um, and I think I've always been like that. I remember when my kids were very small and, you're sort of just absolutely knackered by the time they went to bed. But that was the time that I was my most creative. That was the time I used to write a lot then. I used to write poetry and song lyrics and songs, and just be much more creative. I can't do it when there's so much noise going on. Don't other people get on your nerves? They do me. They really annoy me. I'm like, oh God, go away. Oh, your daughter was home for a visit. The time always goes too fast. We have so much fun together. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, Moosey. Does she live a long way away? Um, yes, I am very lucky. I know I'm very lucky to have them close by. In actual fact, on Friday, um, we had planned to go to the beach. My daughter said to me, "Mum, let's go to the beach. I'll book us a beach hut so that we can have our fish and chips in the hut, on the beach, and we can have." Just have a nice day down there with the kids. Well, the forecast is crap. So I don't think we're going to be going. I spoke to my daughter earlier today and I said, "Oh, what do you think about Friday?" And she said, "Oh, Mum, I don't know what to do." She said, "Because I mean it's literally only 2 hours drive away, but then it's not going to be much fun driving like for 2 hours in the rain, sitting there in the rain, going to get fish and chips in the rain, and then driving home in the rain. So it's like, is it worth it? So we're probably not going to do that. I think we're going to find something to do because the kids are off school, you see. So I think we're going to find something to do indoors. Um, there's a few museums around. Maybe we'll go into London and go to a museum. But I mean, so many Brits are so peed off with this summer. We've had the worst summer. Um, it's not that the temperatures haven't been. The temperatures are warm enough, but it's just, yeah, just a bit sort of claggy, not very nice. 2,000 miles across the country. Oh my lord. I don't think we can go 2,000 miles across Britain. I think we'll sort of come off yeah. I think we'll be off the island by then. Hi, Holly. Or Holy. You're a Holy Big Mac now, are you? You're doing some housework and having a listen. Literally, Holly, I'm just going to sit here and just ramble for a bit. I mean, has anyone seen Edna? Um, no idea where she's gone. I did look to see if she was on. Let's see if she's on there now. I did look to see if she was on Insta earlier, and I couldn't see that she'd been on. So maybe she's busy. I know she's working. So I can hold my own. Yeah, she was active. But anyway, she'll turn up if she remembers. If not, never mind. I'm quite happy to just sit and chat with you guys. I can talk for England. Paige and Edna. Yeah, I know. I know. Bless her. I know she's back at work, so that's probably got something to do with it. Yeah, it's not worth it if it's a washout, is it, Moosey? We really don't want to, even though it's only a 2 hour drive, we'll all be grumpy. We can't sit on the beach or, do very much. So I think we'll probably end up going to like some indoor um thingy, maybe going to London. I don't know. Hi, Sasha Sweetness. We've lost Edna. Any sign of Edna anyway? No idea where she is. Okay, Mama called me Holy instead of Holly when I sent a super chat, and thought it was funny, so I changed it. Yeah, bless him, bless Mama. He doesn't like reading the super chats, does he? Do you know what? I get the feeling Mama wasn't the first when he was at school. He wasn't the first one to put his hand up to answer something, because although although he does content and chats online, it's vastly different to public speaking. Have any of you done public speaking? It's very different, and I just think that that's why he appears to always read things wrong. There's a knack to it, and you have to sort of. I mean, I read them wrong sometimes. I agree, Bridge. I agree. God love him. Bless him. He probably was, but I bet he was cute though. I actually think he's quite a cutie. Not in a sexual way, trust me, not in that way. I'm old enough to be his mother, but I just think he's a very sort of I can imagine him as a little boy. I bet he was really cheeky and sort of answered back, but I bet he was adorable. I bet he was. Edna missing in action. Yeah. Absolutely, Sasha. Absolutely. I look forward to him coming on. Who, Yo Mama? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. I mean, he's not, I can tell. Yeah, I think so too, Moosey. And shouldn't really be talking about um what's it called? Drama on here. But while I think of it, I may not be able to do Drama Friday because it depends where we go. Depends where I go with the daughter, doesn't it? So if I possibly can, I'll obviously do it. And there's a good chance I could be back, but it may not be as planned as it normally is. Not that you'd know, and nobody would think that I planned anything. But yeah. Let me see. Moosey says, I'm calling it right now. Yo Mama will end up owning Girl World. Girl World seems to be now, okay. Because I might not be able to do Friday. We can talk a bit about it on here, guys, tonight, but we'll talk about it in a relaxed kind of way. How about that? Because it's quite nice to sort of chat about it without getting, too involved with it. But oh Jesus, there's so much going on, isn't there? At the moment. I'm working on a video at the moment. I'm taking my time over it. Hang on one sec. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Sasha. I know it's Wellness Wednesday, but why hasn't Kaya gone live yet? Yeah, that's just what I was saying, Sasha. I don't mind talking tonight. Why hasn't she gone live? I don't think she's got the guts to. Isn't it weird how other people's minds work, though? And by saying that, I think it's just so weird that she thinks it's okay. That's what I find really weird. How can you actually believe that I'm just going to call him her fella because I don't know if they're married or whatever, but how can that not bother her? It's actually quite frightening, I think. Yeah, I think she might be embarrassed. But you know what though, Moosey? Just like him, she didn't seem to think it was a big deal though, did she? It's very odd. Guys, I've got to tell you, I'll tell you straight, okay? There's only a few in here, so I can tell you. I said I'm an empath. Okay. Now, this is one of the things that I hate about being an empath is you you not necessarily empathize with, especially not that situation. I guess I'm getting it all wrong now. What I'm saying is my empathy or my empathetic triggers have been so triggered this week. And I think that's another reason why I'm kind of exhausted. Put it that way. Um Firstly, I found Kaya's story quite triggering as an empath because immediately I feel for those poor, and they are victims really. Okay, they lead a different life for whatever reason. They lead a different life. Not everybody has, has the wherewithal to lead a decent life. And I'm not saying that I agree with it because I don't. I really don't agree. But, I could say, listen, no one's had a harder life upbringing than I've had. Trust me. Um, but thankfully, and I thank the Lord for this, right? Thankfully, I never touched drugs. The only drugs I've ever touched are cigarettes. And I had a boyfriend once who used to smoke weed all the time, so I had, like, second degree or whatever they call it, um, what do you call it? Weed smoke that used to send me a bit doolally. Um, so I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, so, listen, I was brought up in care, and when I got to 16, I didn't have a clue what I was meant to be doing. But I know I was gonna be thrown out into the outside world. Now, I could have so easily got involved with the wrong kind of people. And as I say, I thank God for giving me I was gonna say giving me the strength to say no. I don't even know if it's that, guys. I think I was just lucky, I suppose, that I didn't sort of get involved with those kind of people. But anyway, these and I don't want it to sound that I think that I'm any better than anybody else because I never think I'm any better than anyone else. Um, but anyway, so that was one thing that triggered my empathy. And the thing is, people use the word lightly, it's like they throw it around like they know what they're talking about. It's a bit like racism and all the other isms. People throw the word around, not really knowing the full significance of it. And the full significance of uh, being empathetic, especially with a mental mental disorder, is it can really screw up your head, guys. So I've been in sort of a bit of a weird headspace this week. Um, and I've had like bloody horrible dreams and I know what it is. I know it's all this triggering that's been going on. And it's not that I feel I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing for Kaya and that awful man, but I do feel for the victims, and I also hate to have a even a peep or a peek into that kind of world is just it's too much for me. So yeah, so that was a bit triggering. And then the second thing, and again, guys, please don't get me wrong. I hope that you guys that come along here, especially on Wednesday, know me a little bit. And I like to be a bit more open on a Wednesday, because it I don't know why. I guess it's just nice to feel that you're with people that understand you a bit. Do you know what I mean? So the other thing that triggered me was this Marty thing. Oh, it just triggered me big time, with the Missy Moo and that. And, listen, don't get me wrong. Don't think that I feel that she perhaps doesn't deserve it. I have to choose my words wisely. I just found it very triggering. Yeah. And, that could possibly be because, I've been in abusive relationships and I just didn't like what happened, if I put it that way. Um, so yeah, so my head's been a bit like I feel like I've had my head banged against the brick wall a few times this week. So that's I hope I've explained it well, but or reasonably. But that's what empathy is to me, and it's not nice. It's like you always feel other people's pain. It's like when I heard that woman crying and him kind of mocking her and telling her to do this and to do that, I couldn't deal with it, guys. And, I'm not a Mardy hater or anything like that. Um, but yeah, for whatever reason, I found it quite distressing. And I know everyone's like, yeah, good for her. She's this and she's that and she's this. But as an empath, I'm not really able to do that. So yeah. So anyway, let's move on from there. What have you got to say here? Sasha and Monty's digging a hole for himself, Jan, with his lifestyle stuff. Ah, Lord, what is he doing? What is he doing? I, I just can't work him out. Sasha, stop with my dwarves. I know. I'd be freaked out too. I know. Don't. And the thing is, I had those dreams when they started when I was about 11, and they were recurring dreams, and I still remember them to this day. It's insane. But yeah, um, Macy says, those poor girls, nobody grows up thinking, I need a good pimp. I know. Pimps are like vultures, aren't they? Pimps are like vultures in the sky who swoop down and pick on the most vulnerable. And the bit when one of them said, "Oh, well, they choose to do it," they she if she wants to be whoring around, then she can, and I was like, are you for real? Listen, we're nearly all girls in my family. Oh, he's just lucky he's not over here, I tell you. Oh my God. Horrendous. What a horrible. Trying to think of the name. I'm trying to think of a word to call him. A bit like, I don't know. What's a bit like what do you call it? Just one of those creatures that comes out of like a dark cave. Do you know what I mean? And all you can see is a bit of a light in his eyes and a red tongue and ugh, disgusting, disgusting. Ugh, no. Anyway, that's why I've been triggered, guys, all week. You're not helping me. You're not helping me. Oh dear. Yeah, I know, Holly. I know that. And I agree with everybody, but I guess I'm just trying to explain how I, as an empath, sometimes I sort of feel something and I really don't want to be feeling that. But it's just the way I am. Yeah, all right. I'm crazy. I am crazy. Um, Okay, and Holly's trying to cause trouble in here. I enjoy some of Monty's content. Good for you. You know, different strokes for different folks, isn't it? I mean, there was a time I used to go in and listen to him, but I must say, you know, he does have quite a weird sort of take on things, and he's very methodical, isn't he? I think that's the word for Monty. He's very methodical when he does his live streams. And sometimes it's like, no, just get on with it. Say what you truly feel. Because I think the thing with Monty is he never really says how he truly feels, does he? Sasha always makes me laugh. Happy birthday, Timber! Oh dear. Anyone seen Edna? Yeah, they dehumanize people. It's just, and you know what? They do it for their own benefit, which is even worse. It's just awful. Yeah, I'm a mother of daughters. I've got 2 daughters. I've got 3 granddaughters. So yeah, and yeah, it's just awful. So everyone's saying happy birthday, cake for all. Yeah, apart from Edna. I bet she's out on a, she's probably on a doze somewhere. So yeah, so that's how my week's been. What are we thinking of what's going on with the Lardos, with the Canadian mountain, food mountain? There's me saying to Edna, I can't talk about her because she just like triggers me. And there's me asking you, only because I want you to know. If you want to chat about anything, I really don't mind. I'm on my own tonight, so I really don't mind. Oh, I know what I was going to say. What do you guys do? Um, what do you guys do if you need to brighten your mood? You know, if you're really fed up with everything, what do you guys do? I mean, do you like, you know, what helps you? Is it like going to the gym or playing music or Mother Nature, friends, a good movie, food, or drink or drugs or what is it? I know. Oh, that was awful. Wasn't that awful? That exercise. Oh, right, you do yard work. Oh, that's interesting. That's good. Yeah, I'm the same. Plant dad. Hi, sweetie. Hope you're well. Yeah, I do. I do. I like to do the garden. Oh, I mean, I have a Holly has a beer and she mows the lawn. Yeah. I think we all need those things, don't we? We all need something that will just get us out of that sort of funk we're in. Um, I like to, if I want something sort of mindless, I'll put Netflix on and I'll watch Schitt's Creek. Who watches Schitt's Creek? Um, I love it. Totally, totally adore Schitt's Creek. I've watched it so many times, it's mad. So yeah, I'll do that. Or I'll put on some music. Because sometimes I think if you're feeling a bit down anyway, it's quite good to sort of um put on sort of melancholy music and just sing your head off. Ah, oh Mercy, I love them. I love Schitt's Creek. Oh my god, it's so good. I'll always remember my daughter told me about it a few um ages ago before I started watching it. And she kept going on, Mum, have you watched Schitt's Creek yet? And I'd be like, no, I will. And I kept putting it off. And then one day I put it on, and oh my God, that was it. I binged it forever. And I still do. Like, if I, you know, if I'm a bit fed up with the my own voice or my own thoughts, I put Schitt's Creek on and it makes me laugh. I just love it. Um, yes, Eugene Levy and his son. His son Daniel plays or Dan Levy plays David. And David is just so adorable. Moose, don't you love David? I love him. I remember my daughter saying to me, "Mum, you're going to love the mother because she's just like you." She's mad. And yeah, she's not wrong. I love Moira. I love David. Yeah, Eugene is good, isn't he? I've not really seen him in very much else. I know he was in one of my family's favorite movies, which is called Lampoon's Vacation. We love that. We love that. That's our family film. And Eugene was in it. It's a very small part he had in it. But yeah, apparently he's huge over in America or Canada. They're all Canadian, aren't they? Have you missed the pop quiz? No, we're not doing it this week. Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll get our act together, Gia. We're just having a general chit chat. And because I may not be doing, I have to close my eyes because I get put off by the by the words in the chat. I may not be doing Friday, because I'm out with my daughter and I don't know what time I'm gonna be back or what state I'm gonna be in when I get back. So I thought, "You know what? We can just have a relaxed chat, and you can chat about anything tonight. If you wanna throw in a bit of drama, then that's fine. We're just chatting tonight." Which person are you? I'm the I'm the girl on the chair in the pink. That's me, okay? That's me there. So I don't know who you wanna be. Your cousin Eddie. Oh my god. When they had that barbecue, do you remember, Holly? Oh my god. And he says, "What do you want?" Yeah, "What do you want with it?" Or something like that. And Clark says, "Oh, I'll just have ketchup and mayo or something." And that's all he got in his burger. There was no meat in there. It's so funny. I love it. I love that film. It is brilliant. Um, I mean, Clark, what's his name? Chevy Chase, is it? He is hilarious in that film. Absolutely brilliant. So that's one of my family's favorite films, and even today, we use some of the terms that they used in there, like, "Roll 'em up." I remember when Aunt Edna died. I'm so sad. Christmas Vacation is good as well, yes, but I don't think it's as good as the Lampoon's Vacation one, though. But I know some people really like it. I know, it is. It is still good. Yeah, poor Aunt Edna. I know. And the dog. What about the dog? He kept attacking everybody. A vicious dog. Oh my god, it's just such a brilliant, brilliant film. And funnily enough, the other week there's a YouTube video of talking about, backstage kind of thing about the film. So if you did like it, just look it up. Just put in Lampoon's Vacation and it'll come up. And it's quite fun. It's quite interesting to hear how how it went, how the actual filming went. Because they actually did they do it in America? Yeah, they did it in America, I think. And they had like hundreds of vehicles, like in a convoy, were going all over America because they needed to see the scenes and everything. It's amazing. I love it. So, as we're talking about films, what's everyone's favorite film? If you could only watch one film till the end of time, what would it be? What would it be? Actually, how do I do a poll? If I can do a poll. No, get out of there. I was going to do a poll. Any idea how I do? I'm good at this. Edna! Edna! Edna'd be hopeless anyway. She'd be like, what? What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. Wasn't listening. Well, I don't know how to do a poll. Banners. Create a banner. Let me see. No. No, it's no good. Can't find it. Right, okay, let's see. Who's got a good movie? Right, let me think. I'm not looking at the chat for a minute. I need to think of what my favourite movie. I think because I would probably want laughs. I think it would be Lampoon's Vacation. I think so. Because you'd want, if you're going to be you can only ever watch one video or one film, you'd want it to be funny, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want it to be like horrid. She ate the sandwiches. Yeah. Ah! Clark standing under that tree waving that sandwich. Remember? Look, in time with the music. I tell you, it's so funny. I'll be out in my bathrobe boots, draining the septic from my RV. Okay. Right, nobody's put their favourite movie up yet. Okay, Gia says, I love all movies that make me depressed and cry. Oh, do you? Oh, so you'd have to pick a really sort of, sad one. Because you remember, you're only allowed one. You're only allowed one. Edna's missing. I have no idea where she's gone. No idea. Don't think Monty's got a hold of her, do you? Oh, good grief. My Cousin Vinny. I've not seen that. I'll let you into a secret. I'm not a great film buff. I hate going to the cinema because I hate sitting in the same place as all these other people and having the loudest voice behind me. I don't like it. It just irritates the life out of me. So yeah, I rarely go unless I think the last time I went to the cinema was, what was it? It was that one about slaves, and then I was so upset. Was it? It's a slave one. Oh, and then I saw the one with the deaf girl. Did anyone see that one? The one who she was the only deaf one in the family. Was she the only deaf one in the family? Anyway, she was deaf. That was good. Fargo. Not heard of that one. I like the Fault in Our Stars. Okay. Home Alone, says Plant Dad. Okay. I've not seen the new Barbie, but my daughter went and she said it was pink. I don't think she was over impressed, but yeah, I think she I think it was sort of just a vision in pink. Did you think it was good? The movie theatre is so loud, it makes my soul vibrate. Yeah. Or it's not loud enough, which annoys me. So I'm just not really a cinema type of person or movies type of person. I like to go to the theatre though. That's what I like. Okay. Who of you have been to the theatre? And if so, what shows did you see? Oh, I don't know if it's out on Amazon yet. Might be a bit early for that, Gia. What's that one? Nell? Okay, Holly thinks Nell. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of new films. I think the last one was the one about the deaf girl, and I can't remember what it was called. The last oh, really? Annie, get your gun. I love that. That's the same. Is it the same or very, very similar? It is to Calamity Jane, isn't it? That's another family favourite film. I hate to say it, my poor kids. were brought up on Bugsy Malone, Annie Get Your Gun, or Calamity Jane. I love Calamity Jane. Calamity Jane is brilliant with Doris Day in it. Love it. Yeah, honestly, I said to my youngest son, I said, "You know what?" I said, "You've like all the other three, because I had three close together. Okay, I had one girl, 2.5 years after I had another girl, and then 4 years after that I had a boy. Now those three together really are into the music and theatre and everything, and that's because I was really into it at that time. I mean, that was when I was acting as well. That was when I was playing in a band and, just generally much more proactive creatively. And also the girls were dancing. They went to stage school for a few years until I thought, I think you need to sort of have a better education than what stage school can provide. So anyway, where was I going with that? Anyway, they were all brought up with musicals, and yeah, they loved them. But my youngest boy, who was born quite a few years later, when my other boy was 14, I think. I've not sort of brought him up with music or anything, so he's not really into it. Um, I used to play the keyboard. Uh, yeah, used to play the keyboard, and I started as a kid. I played the piano, but then I moved on to the keyboard, and I've still got it actually. But every so often I bring it out, but I'm so rusty now. You just bought your eldest saxophone. Nice. Nice. Are they any good? Are they showing sort of an aptitude for it? Are they enjoying it? We got to the local theatre productions. We really like their musicals. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I did a bit of Amdram for a while, but people are so bloody stuffy nosed. Do you know what I mean? They get on my nerves. It's like the art community. I've had my artwork hung in various galleries, but and I used to go to like evenings where it was like meet the artists evening, and some of them were just like stuffed shirts. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, for God's sake, pull your finger out of your arse, woman, just because you can paint a field. Oh God. Mm. Just drinking out of my flask. I have to have my drinks in a flask, even at home, because I'm so clumsy. I quite often knock them over. So yeah, I gave up having them in glasses. You don't. Oh, that's something that I always wanted. What colour is it? Don't tell me it's white. Oh, mind you, they're both nice. Oh my God, I love a baby grand. Yeah. Thank you, Holly. That's lovely. It's lovely of you to say. You have a Berlin tumbler. Yeah. I've got a Berlin. Do you know, it's so hard. Listen, the trials and tribulations of an artist. Um, I had this printer that I got from one of the galleries actually. Um, because I like photo manipulation, and if you do that, the only way you can sort of um have your work in front of you, really, is if you get it printed. So I remember asking up at the gallery one day, because we used to do, I think it was on a Thursday, some of the artists used to meet up, and it was quite nice. We all sat around a big table and just painted. Or yeah, everyone was a painter. So anyway, so I remember saying once, "Does anyone know of a decent printer around here?" So I was recommended to somebody. He was so bloody expensive. Oh my God. And he was more, yeah. It was annoying. It was annoying because it's hard, you know. When people say life as an artist isn't easy, they jolly well mean it. It's not easy. It's hard to get it out there. Um, and you know, even to have it hung in a gallery, you have to pay for it. You have to pay, you know, like a rent for it to be hung in a gallery. You can do like, and you can do like exhibitions. Like I've done exhibitions before, and I've been quite lucky. But I have to say, one of my besties came round the other day, and one thing I absolutely love about her is she really feels my art. You know, we're very spiritual, and she always feels my art, and she goes around each piece, well, not each piece because I've got hundreds, but she goes around them and she tells me exactly what she feels about that piece and what it's saying to her, and what she can see. And she can always see completely different things than I can see, and I bloody painted it. It's really odd, but I love it. I love that she gets some sort of joy out of seeing, you know, something I've painted. So, my latest piece I'm going to dedicate to her. And call it Rosie, and I'll probably get a print of it. Although it's not very big, I might just give her the original. I don't know. We'll see. Right. I still use the backpack I bought quite some time ago. You did, didn't you, Holly? Those backpacks are really nice, aren't they? They really, and I'm not just saying it. I've always been very lucky. I'm very happy with the quality of, you know, the stuff that I get printed. I've got dresses, I've got hoodies, and every time I wear them, people go mad for them. And I'm not just saying it, it's true. I tell you, the other week, I was wearing one of my dresses, and oh God, I've got to lose weight there, guys. Anyway, I was wearing one of my dresses, and I popped into a shop, and I'm just trying to think if my son was with it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I was walking across the car park towards the car, and this guy and his family were getting out of their car, and all of a sudden, just as I got to my car, he said, "I, I've just got to say, I love that dress." And listen, he wasn't like he was just a regular Tom, Dick, or Harry. He was married, he was maybe 50, and he was going on about my dress. It was really strange. I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." He was like, "Honestly, I've never seen anything like it." I said, "Oh, thank you very." He said, "Where did you? Can I ask you where you got it?" I said, "It's one of mine." He went, "What?" Whenever I say it's one of mine, people are like, "What?" So yeah, I'm quite proud of them. I still have a pillow as well. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. Um, yeah, so it's hard, you know. It's hard. I've just missed an exhibition, and the reason is because I can't be asked. My daughter's like, "Mum, you doing so and so this year?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." Um, But there's something else that, you know, I don't often share, um, and But as an artist, it's very difficult for me to not give away, obviously, but to sell an original. Now, I don't know if people understand that, but I was saying that to my friend the other day, and she said, "Well, I can see why." She said, "Because your art really depicts you as a person or how you're feeling at that time or whatever." I said, "I know, but you know, it's like my daughter, she's always saying, 'Oh, mom, you should do this, just you know, and try to,'" and I'm like, "No, I'm just quite happy surrounding myself with my art because that makes me happy. You know, I don't want to just I don't know. You know, there's some pieces, and I'll be honest with you, there's some pieces that I've sold that I miss. It's almost like it's a bereavement. Oh God, I really am that crazy. Yeah, there are, and there's one piece in particular called Alfresco that I sold to the council actually. Um, that I missed from the moment I left it in that council office. I missed it. And yeah, and it quite saddens me that I'm never going to get it back again. Although you may say, yeah, but Jan, all you got to do is do it again. Um, it's not quite the same. I'm going to see if I can find it for you, and you'll see what I mean. If my right, let's see. It's called Alfresco. Let's see if I can find it. The problem is with my artwork, it's very difficult to Alright, that's not the original. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's upside down, so I'd have to turn that around. Yeah, so although I've got um prints of it, and I have got prints of it, selling the original is like, yeah, yeah, it's quite upsetting. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it again though, guys. Let me see. Let's see if I can show you it. Right, now it's kind of, let's get that bigger. Let's open it with, let's open it with, oh, QuickTime. Okay, let's see. Get down there. There we go. All right. So this is alfresco. All right. Now that's round the wrong way. That should be turned. I wonder if it'll let me turn it. Open file. Oh, okay. Rotate. Is that it? Was that it? I think it was. Yeah, because look, if you look here, there's a piano, and then there's some more piano there. And I don't know what I've done. I've made it into a video. Okay. So you can see the colours pop out of it. Now, can you imagine trying to reproduce that? It's like I can't, you know. And I know as a blooming artist, so it just shows you because hang on, let's see if it'll let me rotate again. Let's see. No, that wasn't it, was it? No. It was definitely portrait. Let's see if it'll let me do it again. Go there. It just blooming go round. It keeps going and then changing. That's annoying. Go round, go round, go round. There. No. Anyway, it's probably because it's a video. That's probably why it won't. So anyway, so that is our alfresco. Okay. Now, if you see, it's got on it. It's got everything. See, my favourite pieces of art are the pieces that have what I love, you know, what I hold dear to me. And in here, I love like music, and I love like rich colors. And I called this al fresco because I felt I was going to call it picnic because it was everything that I wanted in a picnic. Does that make sense? Weird. But yeah, so yeah, that's al fresco. And as I say, I like devastated really that I've sold the original. Cancel. I don't want to save it. Right, okay. So that's that. Let's see. Oh, it's funny you should say that because we've got the Van Gogh um what's it called? Interactive exhibition going on in London that I was going to go with my daughter. But we didn't get there. Maybe we'll do that on Friday, I don't know. I like it. It's like ink blots. Yeah, you can stare at it and see many different things. Do you know, Holly? That's exactly what my friend does. She comes in here. She doesn't come to talk to me. She just comes to stare at my art. And she'll point out things. She'll say, "Yeah, well, that bit there," she'll say, "I can see, you know, this, that, and the other, or whatever." Now, there's a musical note in there somewhere. I remember that. There's a musical note. See, I've messed about with the actual image here. Let's see if I can find the other image of the proper thing. Go away. That's it. Because that isn't actually it. Let me see. There are so many images to be found in that piece. Exactly. I did a piece called. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why that won't let. Why won't you bog off? I won't. That quick time that I opened there won't bog off now. Let me see. Just go away. Right. Let's open up the art. Honestly, I just got so much art on here. It's like obscene the amount of art I've got. Right, let me see. Right, let me okay. See if I can find like this piece, okay. Showed someone this. They were like, "Oh my God, I can see a woman in that." And I was like, "Really? Where can you see a woman?" Right, let's open it with this. Right, okie dokie. You go there. Get rid of that. And open, share. Okay, this one, which is called Art Dimensions or Art Dimensions. I did this in COVID after my big Corona picture. And somebody, can't remember who it was, I showed it to, said, "Oh my God, I can, that is so calming. I can see like a woman there." And I was like, "Where?" And I think she said here, something like there's a woman here, sitting down or something. I was like, "Oh, I don't see it." But that's one thing I like about being an abstract artist, you know. I love that people can have a look at it, have a look at, you know, a piece and see something that I don't see. I love that. This one is oh, thank you, Holly. Thank you. You know, actually, I don't know if I've got that on some clothing. Just trying to think. I may have. I'll have a look for you. That one's called Dimensions in Life. And the reason why I called it that is because there's the greater being up there. Okay. He's looking down on life. Okay. He's looking down on a village or a hamlet. which has got people and a cat. And this is life. This is all life, which is dark, and some bits are light, other bits are really, really dark. And, you know, and the darkness is at the bottom, you know, that's where the darkness is. But as you go lighter, or you go up, you go higher, then you find more beauty, and then you find the flowers like the poppies, and yeah. So that's why I called it Dimensions of Life. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's quite a dark piece. Um, it reminds me of your tattoo. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It's nice, you know, it's nice, Holly, when you find somebody who really appreciates your work, you know, and it's not that I want to have a big pat on the back from somebody saying, "Oh, you're so talented," blah, blah. That's not what it is. What it is, it's somebody that sees something in there, you know, or in my artwork, because there's so much going on, can see many things, you know, and I like that. Um, yeah, it makes me happy. Um, but I just want to see if I can find the original. Well, it won't be the original. But I wanted to see, because that other alfresco was messed around. You know, I'd sort of played around with it a bit. The thing with alfresco also is that or the thing with my art sometimes is that I do use a lot of photo manipulation in it. Uh, uh, this one here is always popular. Let me see if I can show you. Exactly, Holly. It's like a song. It's interpreted differently depending on who's looking at it. Did I show you my Hetty, who I've sold three originals, two large originals, and one smaller, and that was from an exhibition, and they commissioned me to do it, and I thought, "Oh, are you joking?" Oh God, I'll show you Hetty. You must have said, well, I don't know, pay any attention to my artwork, but Hetty is like, it's like one of my most popular pieces. And I remember my daughter saying to me one day, "Mum, you should just keep knocking out Hetties." I said, "It's not quite like that. You know, you can't, I can't just keep knocking out Hetties." Let me see. I'll show you. And then I'll have to go, I think. Where's Hetty? Right, let's see. Be in the art folder. Let's look under Hetty. Where are you, girl? Right, this is what I like as well. This one here. Oh no, that's not. Oh, it's a different one than I thought it was. Do you know what the hardest thing for me is? Because I've done so much, is naming them. You know, entitling pieces of art is very difficult. Let me put in Hetty and see if she comes up. Hold on. There she is. Signed. Now this is Hetty. Let's open her art. I'm sure I've shown it before. Quick look. Let's see. Present. Oh, why did it not come up? I want it as that though. Oh, damn. Let's just present it like that. Okay. This is Hetty, which you can't really see too well there. Right. Get rid of that. Right. Is it going to let me show that one or not? Won't let me show it. Let's put in Hetty again. For some stupid reason, it won't let me. I tell you what, my computer hates me at the moment. I think I've been doing too much on it. It's like, nope, we're not doing that. Okay, there's Hetty in situ. Hetty finished. Let's see if I can open it. A preview then. And let me show that. Yeah, there's Hetty. Right, now she is like my most popular piece, as I said. And my daughter's like, Mum, just keep sending out more Hetties. I said, are you just look at all the colours and everything in it. I had to do a yeah, that's what my art's all about, colours. That's what I was known for locally, actually. For the colours of my artwork. But yeah, so some guy commissioned me one year. Now let's see if we can bring that bigger. Oh, okay. Can we? No. Right, okay. That's Hetty, right? There she is. Now I love the sky. Let's see. She's beautiful. Now I haven't got any originals left of Hetty, and it really upsets me. And look, she's got her nose in the water and she's having a drink. Anyway, when I did the commission, the guy said to me, no, it's not decapitated. Look, there's her head. Anyway, the guy, the exhibition owners got in touch with me and said, oh, someone wants you to do a commission. And I thought, I wonder which piece, because normally I put in about 4 pieces. And she said it's of Hetty. And I thought, oh my God, of all the ones to do. So anyway, I spoke to him. And I said, look, you do understand I won't be able to get it exactly the same, but I will do my very best and I will use the same color palette and everything. He said, no, that's perfectly fine. He said, I'm buying it for my daughter. No, I'm not. I'm buying it for my wife. So I said, yeah, okay then. So anyway, I did it again. Oh, and he said, and I don't mind if you make it slightly different, like if you put maybe put in another animal or something like that. I said, all right then, fair enough. Yeah, I can do that. So anyway, when I did it, and what I did was I filmed it. I filmed the video so that I filmed me painting it, which obviously took a few days. Well, that's part of a week, I think. And then I sent him the video afterwards. Oh my God, he was so happy with it. He was so happy with it. He made my day. Bless his heart. Anyway, so what I did was, I'm going to see if I got the new one that I did for him. No, I haven't. Right. The new one that I did for him, I put a baby in it. And when he picked it up, he nearly cried. And he said, do you know what? He said, I can't believe you put a baby in it because my wife is due to give birth any day now. And I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet. So then he took it and he sent me a picture of them in the of where he'd put it. And he'd put it at the end of their bed. So all you could see was like their feet and this big picture, because it's 90 by 90, this great big picture of Hetty with the baby. And yeah, it was wonderful. Oh, thanks, sweetness. That's really nice. You made some paintings. Oh, yeah, please do. Please do tag me. I'd love to see what you're doing. I tell you, on my Instagram, all I do is follow artists. I love artists, and the thing with art is, and being an artist is, you don't have to just like the same thing that people do. Do you know what I mean? That it's like I like all kinds of art. I like all kinds of artistry and craft and whatever. Anyway, that's what this chat's turned into, guys. So I'm going to head off because we've been on an hour. Thanks for keeping me company. Absolutely sweet of you. And as I say, I'm not really sure when I'm going to be able to make it for Friday. All depends where I go with my daughter, really. So if I don't see you Friday, actually, I've got a new video coming out. So keep an eye out for that. Um, oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what Wellness Wednesday's meant to be, really. It's just somewhere to chat and normally Edna's with me. I don't know what's happened to her. I hope she's okay. So I want to say thanks so much for everyone for coming in, taking part. Those of you that are watching on the replay, always lovely to see you, and I hope that you enjoy my ramblings. Although they do go on a bit, don't they? But hey, you take care of yourselves out there. It's a rotten old world. Bye bye for now.